So I'm getting back to Genshin Impact right now with the latest patch, and I wanna see what's there is. For some reason the video is not showing. Latest patch here. There is no Paimon talking yet. Let me go to the setting, borderless. Okay, now the screen is here. Anything else? Dynamic character on. Everything is on. I think so far so good. Oh, I got rewards. Let me check. So many rewards. Goody. So that's 600 Primo Gems right there. All deleted. Wishes. Mini Doran. And Venti. Mini Doran and Venti. I do want her, like, I want to see her character and stuff, so I'm not sure if I should pull or I should not pull. First of all, let me check out Venti's weapon. It's a crit damage, okay. I thought Venti was elemental. Okay, I built him elemental. Okay, I'm not sure if I should risk pulling on Venti, because I am saving for Columbina, so I'm just gonna give it a try, hoping to get Jahoda. Don't be a 5-star, don't be a 5-star, be a Jahoda. Jahoda, come on. Not a Jahoda. Last one. Don't be a 5-star. Yes. Bennett. So there's 20 pull right there. I think it's a good time to stop, seeing I have less Primo. Wait, how much I have? 0? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, and there's 1, 6. I think that's all I can muster up right now. I don't want Duran, I just want Jahoda. But I think I will have future chances to get Jahoda. I don't want to mess up my chances on getting Columbina. So I think this is where I will pull my punches. I give it a fair shot. So let me check out the event section real quick. The first one is the story quest, of course. Second one is Duran. Third one is the witch's home. Oh, invite character. Okay, this is the one I can get a free 4-star character. I think I have Sucrose Max, Facial Max, so I can only get Razor. Test run. I'm not sure. Mithrella Wonderland. I haven't played that. There's another one from there. And Imaginary Theater. Okay. So let me see if there is any new map or location. There is nothing of sort. Okay. So how much I have? I have 5 out of 5. I can just use it up so I can get the daily quest done real quick. So I'll just finish it up real quick and start the Archon Quest.
Everyone hold hands! Hold the line!
Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean.
Hey! Make yourselves a room! Good luck! Good, Eric! Allow her!
It all adds up. Time to come clean. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
Everyone hold hands!
Better hold back this time.
Go claw! Thrust and reap!
It all falls into place.
Okay, am I going to go right into the story, or will I have to chance to convert? Right into the story.
Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime and not cry. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment.
Well, we actually have achieved lots of things.
Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa! Paimon just got deja vu.
Well, I don't know about
That's
everyone,
right.
but I don't
It's
like
because
this
we've
new
done
Paimon
this like
voice.
a million times now.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh, yeah! Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too? Paimon thought it was just for Moonga.
You're partially right. Most people in Nausea Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nodcry's most lively festival.
Oh, sounds like fun!
Well, I'm definitely up for it.
Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship lived. We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
But we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for.
So I
By
wanna...
that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching. But the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
Yeah, it's not simple as
Could be
that.
worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests... What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden.
I was thinking about the Columbina and the doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything? Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to?
Either way, his current... Wow, okay. I think I'm just gonna go with the experiments.
True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatus? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she
Fatus?
feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something? But then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robot. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it. What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing, nothing. Sorry, where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina?
Start of the Act 5. Okay, but first of all, I need to convert. Yeah, let me convert. Yeah, I'm just gonna convert through. So why did I do the commission earlier? I'm not sure. I could have just done this instead.
He wants.
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. But rest assured,
Phew, that's a really. He wants.
I'm not entirely...
Phew.
No way! I cannot get my commission reward. Let me check another town. Let me check on Fontaine. Will it be the same or will it be different?
Add asterisk.
Okay, nice.
Thank you for complete. Add asterisk.
I thought I was getting locked out until I unlocked a certain degree of the quest. Okay, now let's check this notification. Everlasting Echoes. Okay, and this is the guide. And this is the test run. I guess I can test run, try out Durin. Is it gonna be with Venti? I hope it's with Venti. Oh, E. Is that it? EEQ.
Story has only just begun.
So this is the AoE support. So this is the DPS. No Venti.
Stay back! Okay! You...
Boing, boing, boom! Boom!
So the third attack is please charge attack.
Feel this ancient power.
So those are the support one, okay.
I'm going in! Get back! Element for the end! Moment of birth!
Blazing delight! Boing, boing!
The abyss is burning shadow! Come on!
Everybody
Come on.
stand back!
Witness my great undertaking!
Well, I can't say I'm a big fan of it because I'm not a big fan of it. I already have Venti, so why do I have to go through this? Oh, to try Venti out.
Here we go! Think you can get away? Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Would
Easy
have gliding
peasy
be
lemon
faster?
squeezy.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stay back! Decay! You...
Truth repeats its course. Time for takeoff.
Let's see those piercing arrows.
Yeah.
No way! That's too fast. I wanted to try out the piercing arrows. Farzan. So why not Bennett? I'm gonna try out Jahoda. So far it's like Yellen. I saw like dash and run, but then again like it's not gonna be very popular with it.
You're not going anywhere. Finders keepers! Faster, stronger. Let's move. Chew on this.
Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent.
Smash and grab. Hand it over.
Control breathing!
On my mark. Good luck. Being done.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm glad I did not pull for the last one. As amazing as Jahoda is, it's not gonna be fun to play, let's say. It's gonna be fun watching her reaction and stuff, but it's not gonna be quite fun as I'm expecting it to be. Collect all. That's level 1. Anything else I should be thinking about? No. Okay. So I think that's about it from here. Let me see. Okay, nothing else. I can get one more, but I'm just gonna save it up for Columbina, because first Columbina and then like I have to wait until like the 6-point version is over. So I'm gonna save up the entire 6-point version for a llama to go with my Nefer, and then I'm just gonna pull for the Cryo Archon. There's gonna be V, J, and that's the Archon Quest, Navigate. Let's give a visit to Columbina. I did see Columbina wanting to leave, but I hope that's actually not gonna happen.
Hey, she's sitting up!
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not
She's
that I
joking, right?
consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
That looked like Steve.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here.
There is
If
a
I
delay.
remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
Well, I do want to say, like, when she mentions the false sky, it more like sounded like the computer's sky from the Star Rail for the Amphorius. That's how it sounded to me.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes, you are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway,
I'm not sure
I
what is
assume you're
albeit.
here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh, then
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the Moon Goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
First of all, I think the Traveler is talking a lot compared to before. Like, in the previous versions, she would rarely speak. Like, rarely. Only in the animations she would speak, I have seen so far. But like recently, in the recent patches, she does talk a lot. I mean, it's nice, it's quite nice.
I've never joined a Moon Prayer Night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
Yeah,
But
like she can get souvenir.
they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like.
I'm more curious what her suitcase will look like.
If you see Lama, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
And also, I do not know.
What's the pink for again? I forgot what's the pink is for.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lama's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
That's why one should not teleport too early. Okay, where to go again? Lama is busy. Lama cannot be busy. Now there is Lama. For anyone wondering, here is my Nefer status, attributes, and so on. 78 crit rate and 224 crit damage. That is gonna be, and I was lucky enough to get her weapon twice. That's a miracle for me, honestly. I can upgrade it once more, but I still need to farm for this one. So for now, until like it's gonna be like 74 by 224. Hopefully with the next upgrade it can go like 30. then it would be like much better. And for the artifact set, I'm using 2 piece of the conductor hat. I forgot the name. Knight of the Sky. That's the this is the best one I got so far. It got elemental mastery, crit rate, crit damage, nothing on attack. This is the another best one. It went into crit rate and crit damage, just purely on those both. And I'm not finding any good replacement for this one, so that's why I'm suffering. Elemental mastery, crit rate, crit damage. So this one is elemental mastery, crit damage, and this one is crit damage. So I'm missing out on crit rate. Like it's not like a big of a issue, but it will be an issue if it goes only to HP, or for example on this one on defense, because I already have enough elemental like an energy recharge. I don't need energy recharge, so I just need pure crit damage. I'm gonna try them out. Maybe I'll try it right now, see if it works. Have to give the heads off to the background music. Okay, energy recharge unlocked, and I need crit damage. HP. There's 1 HP. Well, it went into defense. I'm not gonna use this one. It's not worth it for me at this point. Well, I can give it one last try to this artifact with this one. Holy moly, damn, okay, that's nice. Oh no, okay, I got one more shot. I hope it's on crit damage. Please be 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 on crit damage. Please. Oh no. I still got 19 crit damage. I'm gonna mark it. So let me see. I'm gonna lose 8, but I'm gonna get more. So this is gonna be the offset. Do I have anything good for this one? Physical. Yep, no good replacement yet. Crit rate, crit damage, and elemental mastery. Crit rate, crit damage, and elemental mastery. So I'm gonna lose like. This is crit rate. 31 crit rate. I'm gonna lose from here. So that I'm gonna be left with 30. So if I'm gonna swap this, I'm gonna need some crit rate here. Substat. Oh, when did I get this one? Okay, that's good. I'm happy with just like 1 or 2 point on crit rate. Okay, that's 1. I just need like 1 more, then I'm happy. Oh, for energy recharge. I'm just still gonna give it a shot. Oh, damn, 10%. Okay. I'm just gonna max it out regardless, because I already have like defense. I was hoping in my heart it would go to crit rate, but I got 10%, so that's good. And from here is gonna be this one. I already lost out plenty of crit rate just by these two. So can I get anything good replacement for this one? I need elemental mastery with crit rate. Not this one. Main is gonna be elemental mastery and then it's gonna be crit rate, okay. And it's not gonna be restricted with anything. I'm not gonna use up Benti. Kokishinabu, that is still not usable. Oh, it would be nice to have crit damage also. I guess there's not much of a requirement here. So I'm gonna try out this one. It had to go to defense. Okay, crit rate. Okay, nice. HP, freaking HP, man. Come on. I got 14 crit damage and I got 6 crit rate. I think that one is much better. Although this is 15% attack, 15% HP. But I guess we'll do. So now I have a full set. So let's see. 54 by 269. Damn. Have to try it out. Poor bird. Before I engage with llama, I want to try out. I can try it out here.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
It all adds up. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. Time to go.
I think it was decent. I mean, I did clear it pretty fast. A bit more money never hurts. So I'm gonna try it out on the boss.
Everyone hold hands. You on this. Jinga, allow me.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
Go claw. Billowing surge.
Can I kill him up?
I see everything.
No more lies. Time to come clean.
Oh no, I know it's dead. No way, I know it's dead again.
I'm cold.
Okay, how much is it? 900, okay.
The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean.
Hold the line.
It all adds up.
Done. The speed did increase a bit like compared to one before. I should have made a one video of it, but like I'm just gonna compare it anymore. I'm just gonna go back to the story. Okay, let's see where the story. Okay, let me revive. I know. So eventually Nahida is gonna get swapped off with the llama. Aino is gonna get swapped with Colombia.
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
That's suspicious.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branch...
It's an especially welcome. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
All I'm gonna say, he was drunk, they were together, and that too. That's all there's gonna be there.
No wonder Catherine said the people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti. Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
What a great slingshot. She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a...
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's
Sure she
start by
will.
making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival. Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some...
Now where's the voice? Now they're giving the silent treatment? I wish I could just skip this part. I'm not sure why I'm stuck here in the first place. Yeah, Varka and Llama is waiting for me. And they're not even coming to my rescue.
Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Water!
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Am I making something? Am I making something nice? What? Was that a beat? Can I pop a balloon? No.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
I feel like I'm being the bone in the meat, or the bone on the fish, getting in between them.
Everyone seems hard at work.
I mean, they're
They are
drunk
preparing
and
items for
enjoying
Moon Prayer
themselves,
Night.
and I
For
just got in the
instance,
middle.
the sculpture being made over here, Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people...
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very...
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite!
So this is a filler patch?
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival.
So they're not completely sure when, but they can estimate it. That's what they said.
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah, I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for...
Thank you all.
Well, that was interesting. In what way? So, find the pretty stone. So this is the quest for the small child. So what kind of stone am I looking for again? Not these, right? Or these are the ones? I try to go up there. So where can the stone be? That one? Maybe? Oh, I thought the things was that thing was gonna run away, but it's sticking with me. How nice. So let me finish up this Lost Child's quest. Map, look for the fragment stone.
Prices like these are just outrageous.
Days like this. Guess they're not so bad either, huh?
Oh!
We got lucky.
Thank you so
It
much.
could have been a trap.
But where do I go now?
If only I could memorize my prayers.
Quiet days like this. They're not so bad either, huh?
No, I was not planning on talking to you. Okay, let me climb this again. What?
Days like this.
Damn.
We got lucky. It could have been a
Is
trap.
this like the moon dust or something?
So I finished my video for today. I'm just gonna continue playing the game, but I'm just gonna make slight comments here and there. But other than that, I'm just not gonna like get involved much anymore. Hope you guys enjoy the video for like whoever is going to watch. So enjoy.
Okay, she was just helping to get that piece together. What about that now? I understand it. I did not want to drag it on, but let's go on. I don't think I will make a big of a video out of this one.
Over there! It's Duran and Albedo with twins! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
So I'm just gonna skim it through until the scene
Grandmaster,
with Columbia
and the
comes or
Traveler in
something.
Paimon.
Well, what do you know? Jahoda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists. But somehow it left an afterimage?
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period.
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go? Walkies? For Kuhenki? Oh well, looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway. Columbina, are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here. Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention. Luanatar! Luanatar, you there? Hey! Do you know... Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you... Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
That was the color was for. I completely forgot
idea.
about it.
She might know what's happening. Mama!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are...
Turn around. I'm right. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexenzirkel, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing. So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Ah, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexenzirkel. She's a friend of ours, and of Arcus, too. That's right! She's a good person, just kinda... unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Not Cry, Alice?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed. Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just... You seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it! The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Not Cry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious, but right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows? I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember. Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on! Come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat. Coming.
I want to watch them a little longer.
So, I'm playing Damselette in Distress. In flesh or in spirit. Wow! Is she gonna be moving like that exactly? Okay, does she have an animation? Please show me any animation. Just one animation. Just one. No animation so far. Okay.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rada! Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lamatti got a midsummer berry dessert? I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the Moon Goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexencircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah. She didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I must say, I'm now very curious. So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be... this young lady, then?
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but... are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Have we got the wrong person?
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. I mean,
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is... No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexenzirkel. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too...
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or... well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady?
Will you all promise to forget that
sorry, embarrassed.
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Right! Paimon remembers her.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yeah, the moon goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes?
Great. Counting on you.
My name? Are they...
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scion.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about... If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So... see you later, then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell? Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestor, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
All documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are naught but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Silence. And where her get clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst, yet no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the Academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nod.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before even coming to Nod.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already, but the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Barca, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the Academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Notcry is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memory. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left. While I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other question.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually, and so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
but you've done your job exceptionally well all this time.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do. Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are.
Oh, that guy. How come you're back so soon? Did things go—
Fine. Dottore been summoned home by the Tsaritsa.
powers to warn him that there is danger here? Maybe it'll change his decision.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
Ah,
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
he really left. Huh, we did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked. there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, hey, wake up! Oh, good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry.
Okay. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's got me this far after all. Spargana, are you there?
What? Hey! Let us out!
Hey!
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for the... I no longer have anywhere else to go.
I'm sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head.
Huh? His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... Huh?
You can see it?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me. I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her.
What? No.
Yes. Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either. It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry.
I'm just tired. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that... You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people... And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes, it seems.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around. I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future...
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. May we meet again. Well, or not, most...
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew...
I've told you about myself.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it...
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin. Resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes. You absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So...
I will.
All right. Break time's over.
Hello? Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct...
Paimon's head...
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? What?
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh! Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's Marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah. Alright then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it?
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nodcry's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to...
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of...
No, that's not it. I just...
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating?
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon...
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please... How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now? And now? What about now?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes, safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right, I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required...
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute. No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine and a big stein of Dark Horse. With some hard liquor from Liyue mixed in. You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchan.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were...
Whoa! Time it's...
allergic reaction.
Huh? Well, are you gonna start a what?
The Hexen Circle is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not
Is something the matter?
The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be
No.
Wow! No elaboration for...
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison and...
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Rakhir of Salnari, it seemed like she exhausted...
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like... A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is...
Yep, you
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you...
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable...
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. All right, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
I'm ready as well.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow!
So that's what all this is about. They've been—
Come, let us enter.
It might be best to eat something first.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. It has been 3 days. Can I really hold?
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind.
Are these people...
Judging by their clothes, they appear to be phantom Hyperboreans from the distant past.
That could mean they have some clues about the moon goddess's name. Hey there! Could you tell us what the moon goddess's name is? Sorry. That's probably a weird question, huh? How do we explain...
The moons are long gone, and their goddesses are dead. Their names no longer mean anything. When a new moon goddess is born, we will surely know her name. We have used every last resource at our disposal. All that remains is to wait. Patiently.
Were the people of the past all this devout? It looks like this phantom doesn't intend to converse with us any further.
Surely the new moon goddess he speaks of must be Cullum. Alas, Kuthar's birth came long after the age in which he lived.
But, maybe if we find a phantom from a more recent age, they might know Columbina's real name.
True. Keep an eye out. We should be able to tell which era they're from by the clothes they wear.
Yeah! You've been pretty talkative this whole time.
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. You all make good points. When the Hyperboreans speak of moon goddesses, they mean the 3 from truly ancient times. I can't imagine they would know anything about our current moon goddess. There once was a time when the moon goddesses blessed them greatly and protected them from harm. So, when the war between the gods and dragons—
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's continue on. Who knows what else we may...
Hold. Nicole, this is probably your area of expertise. What do all these paintings mean?
Let me see. To understand these murals requires some knowledge of the history surrounding the War of Funerary Flame. I shared a little of this with Lauma before.
Yes. I think I follow. The dispute between the Moon Sisters, the transformation by Nibelung.
Oh no, it's That's no trouble. I'd be delighted to share the tale again. Tevat's 3 moons and their goddesses were brought into being by the will of Nibelung, the then ruler of Tevat. But when the heavenly principles came, they changed the world completely, down to its very foundations. The moon goddesses were nowhere near strong enough to challenge this entity. But the heavenly principles did not view them as heretical entities that had to be removed. Essentially, the 3 moons existed to keep this planet alive and operational, which did not directly conflict with the heavenly principles' aims. Nevertheless, the inherent precariousness of this arrangement would soon be revealed.
Nibelung returned, yes.
He did, and thus began the War of Funerary Flame, a battle for dominance between Nibelung and the heavenly principles. Discord would soon emerge between the 3 moon sisters. One would voice the opinion that they should follow Nibelung, for it was he who first hung the moons in the sky. Another would argue that taking sides in the conflict would only bring the world closer to ruin. There was no telling where it would lead, especially since their creator had returned, bearing the perilous power of the abyss. Nibelung would eventually discover their disloyalty. He had all 3 imprisoned before transforming the moons into weapons with which to fight against the heavenly principles.
What? Weapons?
Yes. The very moons that had once defended the planet became instruments of death and destruction, striking terror into the hearts of all living things. And although the heavenly principles and the 3 moon sisters had once been at peace, it now seemed that the moons posed an unacceptable threat to Tevat. It is possible that the heavenly principles did not know of the goddess's imprisonment. If so, the weaponization of the moons would surely have been viewed as an intentional breach of the peace agreement. Regardless of who knew what, when, the heavenly principles shattered 2 moons and flung the other beyond the skies. Whether the goddesses managed to escape Nibelung's captivity after his fall, nobody knows. But this much is certain. From that day on, the moons no longer belonged to Tevat. The rejection slowly drained their power until eventually they passed away.
So that's the full story.
You say the moon ceased belonging to Tevat from then on. Why then would Columbina be born here?
That is perhaps due to the lingering connection between the Frost Moon, which was not shattered, and this world. You could see it as the 3 sisters' dying wish. They never desired war. All they ever wished for was to protect this land.
If the final fate of the 3 goddesses is as you say, then Columbina faces the same grave danger. Our investigation has yet to bear fruit. We must...
This is where the people of Hyperborea communicated. We need only place the moon marrow upon this platform on Moon Prayer Night, and we shall be able to open a portal to the moon and send our moon goddess back home. The assumption being, of course, that we can find her first. That's right. You want to know if it's safe there, don't you? And yet, she has no choice but to return. You know this.
Oh, that's not the only issue here. This is the end of the line, right? We've explored, but despite looking at historical artwork and talking to people from Hyperborean times, we're still no closer to learning Columbina's name.
If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me exactly what Alice said to you about finding her name?
Oh, sure.
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
Is it not also possible that she has never had a true name? Not at any point in history?
That would be a hard pill to swallow. But at this point, we may have to accept that that is the truth.
No one knows how she came into being, and she certainly doesn't have parents in any sense that we're aware of. Perhaps. She was never granted a name at all.
But does that mean there's no way to get Columbina back?
Huh? Wait, why all this pessimism? Was it the way I phrased this question? You all seem to be taking this in completely the wrong way. Well, just because she's never had a real name in the past doesn't mean she can't have one now.
What?
Think about what Alice said again. She never once said that you'd have to find a new name, did she?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes. Names are anchors that connect us to the world. If she doesn't have one already, then all we have to do is create one, no? It's like... yes. Traveler, when you first arrived in Teyvat, do you think you would have turned around if someone behind you shouted, "Hey, Tumaini"? But what about now?
I understand what you mean.
Life is a long journey. Even the friends and family by our side can change over time. When people call you by different names, what matters isn't so much the words themselves, but what they say, and of course, whether that resonates with you. Ether. So, close your eyes and picture the moon goddess in your mind. If you were to call out to her in this...
Columbina.
Columbina.
Hi, Mom would call her Columbina too.
She has long forsaken everything that Kuthar represents. I think from now on I should call her Columbina too.
Well, it sounds to me like you found...
Are you sure? Is it really that simple? We haven't found her this whole time and...
For a journey like this, the process, had you not searched far and wide, rejecting every other answer you were offered? How could you have come to an answer you felt was finally correct? Oh, it all makes sense.
Are you suggesting that Mage knew from the start that Columbina never had a real...
I can't say for sure, but I can definitely imagine her chuckling in satisfaction somewhere right now, saying, "Ah, what fun."
Llama! Your antlers!
You should hurry. The festive moon has begun to rise. Do not worry, for when you called the name Columbina just now, I could sense that the power within was enough to summon back the moon goddess.
The power within what?
Yes. So... This is so annoying. I really... But... Deep breaths, Nicole. Deep breaths. You're an...
Okay then.
Anyway, you all need to hurry. Last thing, remember how it felt when you called out...
Then it is agreed.
By the name Columbina, we shall find her.
Then we'll throw her the best Moon Prayer Night party.
And at last, we will send her home.
Have they come back out? They didn't make it.
Could you tell me your name?
My name is...
Columbina! Columbina! Are you here? Columbina! That's the name you gave when we first met. And it's what I've called you ever since.
Columbina.
It's a fine name. I have many fond memories of Columbina, and so do all of your friends. If you like this name,
for me? I like it. You can carry on using it. My name is Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina Hyposelenia. That's a wonderful name.
I never thought that Columbina would become my real name, but after I met you and my other friends, the things that this name stood for slowly began to change. It went from being a Fatui code name to... What is it? Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm just so happy for... We can go and meet them very soon. Everyone went to different places to try calling your name.
Great. I'd like to thank them as well. Everyone's done so much for me. Searching for my name, entering those ancient ruins.
Huh?
Yes, I was there. Not physically, but...
Starting from...
You turned around and called out my name while you were in Nasha Town. Do you remember? Let's go. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Sure. In that case, come with me.
But... Before that... Could you call my name one more time?
Sure. Come with me, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Columbina! Oh, this truly is wonderful.
Ha-ha! Just in time for Moon Prayer Night. It's good to have you back, Miss
Yeah, we were worried
Thank you, my friends. With your help, I now have a name that belongs...
Columbina Hyposelenia. Where's the second half from? You added it yourself?
That's right. It means...
Born beneath the moon.
Yes. And by extension, it can also mean born beneath this world.
A fine name.
Now, as much as it pains me to interrupt this beautiful reunion, I feel obliged to remind you that the Moon Prayer Night celebrations in Nasha Town have already... Don't you want to enjoy the festivities? There's so much to see and do.
Nicole?
So you're Miss Nicole. Thank you for helping.
You're quite welcome. Guiding lost people to hidden treasure is what we Seelie do. And if you ask me, spiritual treasures are far more precious than material ones. Chests are all well and good, but this was what it's all about. Ah, so satisfying. Anyway, I had to go help Alice. It seems like she ran into some trouble. That's why I couldn't be here in person. But don't worry, we're with you in spirit. We'll be celebrating right along with you. Keep an eye out for the Hexenzirkel's festive stalls in Nasha Town. I think you'll like what we came up with. Alice said she even managed to rope B in this time.
The Frost Moon Scions have also prepared various attractions. I believe Aino and Nefer and their crew are setting... On that note, Nefer...
It's all in hand. Jahoda is on site.
Wonderful. In that case,
Huh?
Come on, Columbina. It's time to celebrate the best Moon Prayer Night ever.
Hey, young lady. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy? Happy Moon Prayer Night. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot to say. Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Turning Nasha Town into her home is a festive gift. A rather brilliant idea.
Perhaps this is what Nodcry, Columbina's home, should have been like all along.
Thank you for the gift. I like it a lot. This feels like the surprise of my life. I do. I never imagined I'd ever get to enjoy Moon Prayer Night with everyone so freely.
If you're happy, we're happy.
Quite a strategy you came up with. Hide the tree in the forest. It's not your usual style, Lauma. Is there something about—
Apparently so. It even inspired a perennial penny pincher to use their resources for a greater cause.
I see it now. This bickering is—
Huh? What's everyone doing here? Oh, Miss Columbina, you're back.
Yes, I'm fine now.
How's your progress with Alice's assignment?
Very well indeed. I've never heard her sound so excited. Not like this. This time her excitement seems more serious. Seems like she said she'll contact us once she knows more. In the meantime, we're free to relax and have some fun.
Enjoy the time off while it lasts. I have a feeling that our next task won't be so simple.
I should go. I still have a few things to attend to at the Frost Moon Scion stall.
And I think I'll take a look around. With any luck, this once-in-a-year festival will come with once-in-a-year opportunities.
Hold up a second. Where's Varka?
I believe he made a beeline for the flagship the moment he entered Nasha Town.
That's Mondstadters for you. They know what they want when festivals roll around.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will.
Well, in that case, don't just stand there. Get out there and have some fun. You'll definitely get a warm welcome at every stall. Oh, also, take this map with you. It's a guide to the festival. The Frost Moon Scion stall is over here. Well, we'll be around. But don't you want to browse by yourself for a bit? Yep. If you find something you like and want to try it out together, just give us a shout. We'll be right with you. Otherwise, just relax and enjoy yourself. There's so much on offer.
All right then. Off I go. Where should I go first? This must be the mage's stall. It feels like I've entered a fairy tale. Ah, how lovely. thin, furry creature that bounces and jumps.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
This one talks.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am a Dodiko from a distant archipelago, the most mischievous of all my Dodo brothers and Dodo sisters. When the going got tough, I powered through, and when I met obstacles, I boomed them away.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Doesn't it just? Oh, but then the trouble started. Recently, I found a lovely beach, the same beautiful jelly color as my hometown, and so I dove in to have, only to find it overgrown with seagrass and nasty little spiky fish everywhere, looking to turn me into a Dodiko kebab. I made it back to shore by the skin of my teeth, but my tail was sorely hurt.
Couldn't you just boom them up?
Oh, I wanted to, believe me. But I've heard that you, Moon Goddess, can understand. The last thing I wanted was to cause a gigantic fuss and get taken to court by a school of spiky fish. I'd be driven out of these waters for good, and my winter holiday would be ruined. And so, dear Moon Goddess, I was wondering if you might lend me your allegiance.
Are you roping me into a crime?
Oh, let's call it a once-in-a-lifetime carefree adventure. All the festival goers besides. This is...
I'm afraid I'm not well acquainted with Dodokos, Madam Mage.
Oh, that's quite all right. We Dodokos are innocent, happy creatures with a free-spirited nature. Many, like myself, are mischievous troublemakers. Others are lazy souls who like nothing better than to lie down on a nice rock and take a nap. In our eyes, every creature who yearns for happiness and freedom is, but perhaps in yours, we Dodoko are a fluffier and more mischievous breed of Kuhenki.
Yes, that is a much easier image to follow.
Oh, wonderful! Then let's play! Grab onto my tail and follow me into the sea. Time to settle some scores with the...
No, not bad.
Any kitten? Oh, remember, if...
I will.
I wouldn't say it's... I mean, you can't just explain it away as magic.
Is something the...
Ah, Miss Columbina! No.
Ah, impeccable timing. Stick around for a second.